How's it going, everybody? So today, are you laughing at me? Do you not like my intro?
I love your intro.
Every time you laugh at me, I'm just gonna record you.
I don't want to be recorded.
Exactly. Alright, so today we're gonna get, it'll take us about half an hour to get all the chickens out of here. Those are psychos. And they didn't want to go outside. So they're still getting used to it. So we forced them out. Gotta get them used to, I don't know, pecking at the ground and doing their chicken thing. But they're kind of just dum-dums and just don't know what to do. So they'll figure it out. And they've been fed like kings and queens. So anyways, we're gonna put the nesting boxes right here. And that's what we're gonna be doing today. The nesting boxes. This nice area, so that way we can pick up their eggs and not have to walk in and bug them or whatever. We'll obviously check on them and stuff, but we just want to be able to come in quickly. This is a nicer storage area, a little bit cleaner, and then I almost dropped you. And then get the eggs. So we're also going to do a rolled version of a nesting box. So basically, what you do is you level it, and actually it sits like this. Sorry, but there's a bottom, and it actually rolls down. Oh no, I got it wrong. I had it right. So you level it up, and the eggs roll this way, and there's a little lid right here. This way, this goes about halfway through the door. So I've got this one built, and this one, you can see that when you level it, the eggs are going to roll to the outside where you pick them up. So I put a little AstroTurf down there. There's a bunch of videos on it, but I wanted to kind of go a little bit thorough, a little more thorough on the dimensions of everything. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so part of the reason I'm doing this video is because a lot of the videos on YouTube are not showing like the actual dimensions, and you shouldn't have to buy a $30 plan off of Etsy to do this. It's not super complicated, but I mean, I'm willing to share the knowledge for free. So, and it's not perfect. It's not. These are not all exact. They're 21 1/8, 12 1/4, whatever. But this is the gist of it: is that you want the box nesting box where they sit. You want it to be between 12 and 14 inches, and that's like actual room. And then you want another at least 12 inches. Chickens like to feel safe. They like to. It's like a dark, confined space. That's what they like. And so when they lay their eggs, they just want to lay it somewhere safe. So when I put it in there, part of the thing is you don't want to push it too far out, because then you're just going to create this cavity underneath, and they'll end up laying underneath. And so I'm just going to stick it out like 6 inches. Hopefully that's not enough. And some chickens are smart and other ones are not, and they just lay wherever, and you have to kind of train them, and it's kind of an interesting thing. But anyways, so that's the box. It's about 12 by 12 or 14 by 12, and then this is the lid section. So I did 7, really just because I was like, let's just do 7. I figured 6 inches is probably good enough. When you add the lid and all that other stuff, it's gonna be like 5.5, 6 inches, and that's enough to kind of just get your hand in and reach down and grab it. But the angled slope is not hard. I did 3 inches from this point to this point, so 3 inches over 21 inches. The other guy in a video said, 3 inches for 16 inches. Depends on what matting you're gonna put down, if it's gonna be thin or thick or whatever. He did some tests on it. We don't have any AstroTurf right now to put in here, but he did some tests, and at 3 inches over 16-inch spread, it was pretty decent. So good enough. When the chickens kind of hit the egg or whatever, it started to roll, and it would just roll down. And then you just want padding on this side, so when it hits the bottom, it will not crack it. So this section right here, it's gonna roll down and hit this, and then you can just reach in and grab the eggs. So anyways, those are the dimensions. You basically make 5 of these if you want 4, so it's 1 more than the sections you want, or the boxes that you want. So if you want 4 spaces, you got to build at least 5 of them. And then I'll show you how to put that together here in a second. It's not super complicated. You can make it as nice or as rustic as you want, and but it's pretty straightforward. So let's get to it. It's close enough. Close enough for government work. Probably be worse if it was government work, honestly. Better than government work. All right, well, in my haste, I didn't record much of the putting together of the second box, second nesting box deal. So I think last time I showed you, I had this thing cut out, and this obviously goes to the wall to the other side. And then basically just line those up, and then you just cut a bunch of rectangles. So this is a different, this is like 14 inches, this is 21 inches, this is 7 inches, this is whatever, right? And you just throw it on there and put it all together. And I just brad nailed it. You know, this one I did screws. This one I just did brad nails. We'll see which one lasts longer. I'm sure they'll both be okay. But anyways, they're pretty sweet, and they've been using them. The eggs, I'm a little disappointed the eggs don't quite roll down all the way. This astroturf is pretty long, and so, but it was free, so I'm grateful. Yeah, if it was a little shorter, I think it would roll down a little bit easier, but I didn't want to like increase the slope to make it super crazy, because then it wouldn't really be comfortable for them. So I don't know. I think this one is out of level a little bit, and this one's a lot more level. So maybe that has some to do with it, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Just putting the boxes together. I gave you dimensions earlier. Use those dimensions for that's the important part of getting the slope and all the rest of it, and then just put it together. And then basically what I did is I just got some you know, just cheap hinges, whatever. You can get whatever type you want. I just got ones with little screws so it wouldn't go through. And put the hinges on there. 2 is plenty. And then put a handle on there and lift it up, whatever. What I might do is I might make a little thing to hold it, because over time the hinges will wear and they won't be sticky like that. But yeah, they're using it, and they're starting to lay now, so it was just in time. And then see like this one falls a little bit. So this one is a fake one. We just marked it. And just throw it up there, and you know, it obviously stays, right? Like I was saying, it stays, but as they move around and get in there and in and out and stuff, they kind of kick it down. And I think there was 2 of them like here and here, so I mean it's pretty darn close to where I want it to be, so it's not bad. But it's one of our 7 roosters. I'm kicking a few out because we don't need that many, and they're psychos. They're fighting over everything. And anyways, side note. But anyways, we'll do another video, a different video on this run setup, but it's pretty straightforward as well. But we made sure there was wire underneath, and then I put dirt on top. Use a skid and threw some dirt on top. I got to finish the other side, but anyways, bunch of unfinished projects. But yeah, we're loving it. I hope you learned something. I got to give credit to another YouTube guy. I can't remember his name, but he's the one who actually came up with the angle thing. I'm sure someone before YouTube existed had this setup, but it sure is nice. Should be good. So we're excited to get some cleaner eggs and to get eggs in general. And like the saying goes, you spend $2,000 on all the stuff, and then you get free eggs. So eventually it'll pay off. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.